Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Temple Akiba of Culver City. I'm so glad that you're all here with us tonight for our Shabbat evening service. My name is Rabbi Zach Shapiro, and I welcome you. I have greetings from both Cantor Freilich and Rabbi Friedman, who are taking some time with their families tonight. And my kids are younger, so they go to bed earlier, and so they're sleeping right now. I'm glad that you're all here. And tonight will be a journey of Shabbat in spirit and strength. And while we may momentarily leave the world out there on the other side of our fortified gates, we don't come here to escape. We come here to strengthen ourselves through each other so we can go out there and face the world with goodness and with strength. We're going to open with the singing of Shalom Aleichem. It's on page 24 of your blue prayer books, page 24. And this song I think about as an old friend. In fact, is Wendy Shapsis in this room right now? There you are. Wendy, it was your husband Howard who talked about this melody like it was an old friend. And so when I sing this, I think about Howard. In fact, when I sing most things, I think about Howard, because he would always purposefully sing a half a beat behind everyone else. This song, it means that when we have Shabbat, we have the opportunity for either an angel of blessings or an angel of curses to accompany us. And our hope with Shabbat is that we open our hearts to that angel of shalom, that angel of a complete good blessing to accompany us. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's my honor now to invite forward to lead us in the blessing of our candles Ann Sturman, and for our Kiddush is going to be Herman Barnathan, and we're going to continue everyone on page 2 of our prayer books. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I say it every Friday night. I don't want to mess it up. Thank you. Want this one? That one?
Let's use this.
Okay.
Everyone, let's take a deep breath. We're going to cover our eyes.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihadlik ner Lihadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We're going to ask for all who are able to please rise for the Kiddush. We're on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemeklayei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu forchata ve'otanu kidashta mikol homi v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon Hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Shabbat L'chaim.
Thank you so much, Herman. Thank you, Anne. We truly appreciate your leadership. We're going to continue with the singing of Lecha Dodi. It's on page 20. And this is a song that takes us back to the Kabbalists of Shabbat who would dance as the Friday setting sun would descend. And as a reminder of that dance, we actually rise at the very end of Lecha Dodi and we face the entryway to our prayer space. And we bow low as Shabbat comes into our souls. We'll be doing just a few verses, starting with 1, and then the second verse, and then probably 5 and 9. So I'll call them out. Again, it's on page 20. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat tekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad ishmianu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet b'dila. Lecha Dodi, Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat tekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat tekabela. Verse 2. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor habracha erosh mikedem misucha סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi, Dodi, Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה ב'nei Shabbat tekabela. Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה ב'nei Shabbat tekabela. Verse 5. Hitoredi kiva orech Umi ori, uri, uri, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת אקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת אקבלה. We rise and we face the entry, verse 9. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, עם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת אקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת אקבלה. Friends, your voices are so beautiful. I love hearing it. We've greeted Shabbat. We need to greet one another. And so I encourage you to maybe take a minute or two to walk around this prayer space, find someone you haven't seen in a while or someone you've never seen, introduce yourself, and fill this place with shalom. Friends, if you'll find your seats again. We're going to continue with our Chatzi Kaddish. We're on page 26, and what an honor it is for Ira Diamond to come forward and to lead us in this prayer. Again, we're on page 26.
Yikadal v'yikadash amei rabba b'yamad ivra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dekol be'Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman koriv ve'imaru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Leolam Umeomayach Yitbarak V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitroman V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei Dekudashah Brechu Leila Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tushbechata B'nechemata Da'amid Ram B'yama V'imaru. Amen.
We're going to continue now with our formal call to worship. It's the Baruch Hu. We're on page 28. We invite all who are able to please rise once again. On page 33, let's read together in the English, the second half of the page. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Adonai, who loves the people Israel. On page 34, the watchword of our faith, Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated except for Therese. Therese will be leading us in the V'ahavta. We're on page 36, everyone. Thank you so much.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Therese. On page 39, the top, let's read together in the English, please. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Mi Chamocha is on page 40. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh Norati lo tosei pele Norati lo tosei pele Ya la la Ya la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 מלאכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים זה אלינו ויאמרו זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 A modern Israeli historian, modern over 100 years ago now. His name was Achad Ha'am. He once said that more than the Jewish people has kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. And so our engaging in Shabbat is what keeps us together. Vishamru, our song on page 44, is about the covenant of Shabbat, that this day truly is this remarkable day that we can harness and we can embrace that will keep us together as a covenant people. So the way we do this at Temple Akiba is there's sort of a little bounce that we do during the chorus. You'll see as I kind of raise my body, and feel free to do a little bit of a, not a full wave, but to kind of stand in your seat a little bit of engaging in the exuberance of Shabbat. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם לברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם לברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. Big breath. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. It's now my honor to invite forward Randy Murphy, who is going to help lead us in the Amidah section. We begin on page 46, and we invite the congregational hall who are able to rise once again.
Adonai tzefetei tiftach ufi yagiti latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh Hakol, V'Soker Kasdei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא הגאולה לבני עניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומשיח ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם וצרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מכה הכל אתה רב להושיע. מחלקי חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברקבים רבים, סומק נופלים והופך עולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונעמה אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש, ושמך קדוש, יקדושים בכל יום, ילהלו תפילה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Friends, we're going to take a moment for our own private prayers. We can use the liturgy in our prayer books as a guide between pages 56 and 62. We can also take a moment to reflect on what's going on in our own hearts and souls. When you're finished with your own private prayer, you may be seated. Everyone repeat after me. Hodu Ladonai. This is the whole song. Don't worry about your prayer books. Close your prayer books. Let's try it one more time. Hodu Ladonai. Simply means give thanks to God. And there's two parts of this song. It's a round. I'm going to teach you both parts, and then we're going to try to do it as a round. I'll try to do both parts at the same time. It goes like this. Hodu Ladonai. Sing that with me. Hodu Ladonai. Hodu Ladonai. Try that. Hodu Ladonai. Now this is the fancy schmancy part. It goes like this. Hodu Ladonai. Try that. Hodu Ladonai. Okay, you guys passed. If you could do that, you can do anything. The last part goes like this. Hodu Ladonai. Hodu. Try that. Hodu Ladonai. Hodu. We'll put that whole thing together like this. Hodu Ladonai, Hodu Ladonai, Hodu Ladonai, Hodu Ladonai, Hodu, Hodu Ladonai, Ladonai, Hodu, Ladonai, Hodu, Ladonai, Hodu. Do you guys feel like you kind of got that? Anyone out here feel like you can help me sing this and lead the congregation? Charlene, Randy, no one? All right, okay. I'm on my own here. All right. So, you guys are side A. Start with me. Hodu Ladonai, Hodu Ladonai, Hodu Ladonai, Hodu Ladonai. You guys got it? Do la do ho do la ho do la do la ho do la ho do la do nai ho do la do nai ho do la do ho do la do nai. Fine. La do nai ho do la do nai ho do. You guys sound beautiful. We'll work on that over time, okay? Let's please open to page 253. We have an opportunity to offer prayers for healing and completeness. And when we offer the Misha Berach, it's right in the middle of the page of 253. We're asking God to send healing and strength to those who need it. And we're also asking ourselves to be strong so that we can be there for those in need. We're asking God to be there for us, to be caregivers. So when we offer this, when we get to the center, perhaps there's names of people who you know who could use that extra strength today. And as my eyes meet yours, please share those names out loud, and we'll continue to pray together. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen. Shabbat Shalom again, everyone. It's very special to hear your voices tonight and to see your souls and to see your smiles. And for those who are not feeling smiley because there's something disturbing your hearts, it's meaningful to see you as well. We're all here for different reasons. And tonight, on this Shabbat, I want to share a little bit about what our Torah teaches and how I personally struggle with it, and perhaps how we can find a way forward. Our Torah portion this week is from the book of Deuteronomy. It's entitled Re'eh. And it lists a series of blessings and curses. It's what follows what Judaism calls the Deuteronomy theology. And this is a theology of teaching that the righteous are rewarded and the wicked are punished. And it's a difficult theology because it's black and white. If you do good, you'll be rewarded. If you do the wrong thing, you'll be punished. And I think many of us can agree that this doesn't always seem to be the way that life works. I mean, how often does it seem that people who are not good get rewarded at every level, and people who are really good seem to suffer? And it doesn't seem fair. And so how can this speak to us as Reformed Jews and me as your rabbi if I struggle with this? We think about the High Holy Day liturgy, which is coming up. Who shall live and who shall die? Based upon the actions that we do. I want to share with you a very difficult situation that I faced when I wasn't yet ordained. I was a third-year rabbinical student. I was the student rabbi in Joplin, Missouri. And I would go there twice a month from Cincinnati, where I was studying. And in my year there, a tragedy struck, and a 23-year-old died in a car accident, son of congregants. And here I was a 22-year-old student rabbi. How was I to be of any source of comfort? And I'll never forget, the mother of this boy took my hand and she said, "Rabbi Zach, did I not pray hard enough on Yom Kippur last year?" Because that's what the Yom Kippur liturgy teaches. If we do the right things, then we'll be written in the book of life. It was tragic to hear that. And all I could do at that time was hold her hand. And in fact, I think if that situation were to arise today, that's probably all I could still do. Because there's no good answer to her question. So how do we read these texts and how do we return to it every year in the Torah, every year at the Holy Days, and move forward? I'm going to make the suggestion that we don't look at this world of blessings and curses as things that are imposed by God. Rather, we have an opportunity every day in our lives to understand blessings and curses by how we approach the world. Well, what does this mean? Well, just as we have to cultivate a garden, we also have to nurture the good things that appear every day. If we see something extraordinary, we can express gratitude. If we eat something delicious, we can offer thanks. And even if we eat something that we don't like, we should offer thanks. When we go into the world, we can work to make it better through tikkun olam, through reparation, and we can therefore create blessings for others. I'm reminded of something that Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood used to say. He taught us that when there are things that are dark in the world, when it seems like the world is hurling a curse at you, look for the people who are helping. Look for the people who are helping. And that's how we can bring blessings into the world, even when there are curses that are going on around us. Now, do I believe that God hurls curses at us? Sometimes I feel that way. But more often than not, I believe that a curse is really found in our blindness. Perhaps a curse is when we just don't see what's going on in the goodness around us. Perhaps a curse is when we stop listening. Perhaps a curse is a grudge that we hold on to for years and years. Perhaps a curse is gossip that we share. Perhaps a curse is stubbornness that blinds each and every one of us on a regular basis. Perhaps a curse is failing to stand up for our people. And yes, we can stand with Israel while at the same time finding fault with its leadership. So there's blessings and curses that can follow us in many ways. But we don't have to see it as something imposed by God. But we have the opportunity to own it as what we bring into the world each and every day. There's another passage from Torah that we read on Yom Kippur that can offer an affirming perspective. It teaches, "See, I set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore, choose life." These things are out there for us to choose. We can choose which path to follow. By choosing life, we're affirming that we want to embrace those blessings. Our blessing is to choose life wherever and whenever we can. There's a story I recently read about two people who walked together through the same field. One saw weeds, thorns, and obstacles. The other saw wildflowers, buzzing bees, and the promise of harvest. The field was the same, but their experience was completely different. So it is with blessings and curses. Friends, I felt the same way just yesterday. We brought the kids to Disneyland. And Ron and I stood in with the kids with a line for about 40 minutes for some attraction. And 40 minutes into the line, some voice came over the loudspeaker that the attraction was broken and it would resume in 1 hour. And so we had a choice, either sit there for an hour or go somewhere else. And at first I was cursing. I was not happy with this. But Maya and Eli had such smiles on their faces. They didn't care about the attraction. They were just happy to spend time with the family. And that was the blessing for them. And I learned from that we can have different perspectives. We can see the thorns or we can see the roses. And so let's choose to see those roses. And so, Temple Akiba, at the end of today, when you reflect on the day, how will you describe it? How will you become a blessing? How will you choose life? How will you harness goodness? And how will you engage light? There are blessings and curses all the time, but it's up to us to choose which one. King Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Amen. It is now my honor to invite forward, representing our leadership, Robin Kupperman. There's Robin. Robin, thank you so much for everything you do. Robin is our trustee representing development. Don't worry, we don't need to close the doors tonight. And Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you, Rabbi Shapiro, for leading everything, including the song and round tonight. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone to Temple Akiba. Is there anyone here for the first time tonight? Hi, welcome. Please join us in the social hall afterwards. I'd love to meet you. Thank you. Oh, welcome. Same thing. Please come to the social hall afterwards. We'd love to connect. Welcome. All right. I would like to thank our sisterhood tonight for the Oneg Shabbat. When services are over, please join me in the social hall, and I'd love to, even though I connected with some of you earlier, I'd love to reconnect again at the Oneg. And lastly, just 2 dates I want you to put on your calendar. The first is Friday, September 5th. We'll be having an open house here at 5:30. Please come and meet potential new members. We can mix and mingle. There'll be wine and cheese and some tours of the facility. We'd love to have you share your stories with potential new members. And the second date I'd like you to put on your calendar is Sunday, September 14th at 12:30. We're going to be having a social action committee meeting. And I think it's a great way to connect with your community and to feel good about what you can do for the greater community. So please look in the e-news, look in your emails for upcoming details on all these events, and Shabbat Shalom. Oh. I will be there. Please come to Fiesta La Bayona. We will have a Temple Akiba booth. It's actually booth number 18. How appropriate. We will be there both Saturday and Sunday. Please come by to volunteer, to say hello, and to support Akiba in the community. Thank you, Sarah. Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks, Robin. Appreciate it. Our concluding prayers begin with the Aleinu. We're on page 282, about halfway down the page, and we invite all who are able to rise once again. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Please be seated, everyone. On page 291, as we prepare for the mourner's Kaddish, we offer the following reading. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We remember friends and family from our community who have died, who continue to shine upon us from their eternal resting spaces. We begin with those for whom we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning. I don't have anyone who is on my Shloshim list. Is there anyone who's observing these past 30 days when a loved one has died? Anita Wilson, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We add to their names the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths that occur on this Shabbat, beginning with those who have plaques in our Urfrig Memorial Room. Charles Adler, Andy Alexander, Morris Beyer, Lillian Blumen, Stanley Davidson, Harold Gotts, Laura Jenkins, Samuel Cullen, Rifke Lewis, Helen Miller, Eleanor Robinson, Harold Sykoff, Lillian Weinberg. We add to their names the additional yard sites: Leslie Eigner, Stanley Cherubin, Irving Cohen, Judith Cohen, Oscar Cohen, David Davies, Paul Fine, Piri Forbis, Evelyn Foyer, Ben Frankel, Thomas Freeman, Aaron Jenikoff, Bertha Goldberger, Lori Hauptman, Bertha Hurst, Morris Kahn, Sanders Kendall, Lillian Court, Arlene Liederman, Etta Liebling, Sydney Mervish, Rhoda Morris, Jahan Nagshine, Constance Patty, Rose Roth, Carolyn Sales, Dahlia Salinas Tatman, George Schulman, Faye Schaefer, Jesse Sofer, Ira Steinberg, Jack Vodovos, Ben Weissenberg, Trudy Wertheim, Joseph Zalkind, Henry Zwang, Saul Zwirlin. Are there additional yard sites those are observing tonight? Leah Kitts.
Very cool.
May their memories guide each of us with light and with goodness. We invite the congregation to rise once again, turning to page 294 for our Kaddish Yatom, our Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, b'yomad divrach roltei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'galau v'yizman kariv imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, Shemei dekudasha b'richu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, v'chata v'nechemata, damiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who causes peace to be known in the high heavens help us understand that by reaching out to one another we create peace on earth. For all Israel and for all humanity we say, Amen. I'm going to ask everyone to remain standing. And I wanted to close this evening with a song of hope. A song of hope for our people, a song of hope for our land. And as I said earlier, whether we agree with everything that often happens in the seat of government in Israel, we as a congregation believe in Israel. And so I'd like to close with Hatikva. We're on page 374. Kolol balevav penima, nefesh Yehudi omiha, fateh mizrach kadima, ayin letzion Sophia. התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון ירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון ירושלים. Friends, we're going to close with motzi. The challah is not just any piece of bread, it's 3 strands of dough woven together. It represents you, me, and God all weaving together, because that's what makes the world move forward. People understanding each other with something divine interwoven. Let's sing together. Ha-motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices joining happy chorus as our prayer humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Join us across the way.